few years, I mean, Jay has been saying, listen, grab this lapis while you can, because it's getting more and more difficult. This is another great example. Back in the day, we were able to offer at least, you know, 4 or 5 different lapis pieces per visit, you know, or per show.
Per event. Yeah,
per event.
Three-a-day event.
That, and you kept saying, Jay, last couple of years, Lynn, I'm telling you, I'm not able to get it. You're gonna see less and less and less, and boy, if that not been the case, and certainly have not seen anything quite like this. I love, this is one of my favorite shapes that you do, that your team does in custom cutting. Premium lapis. I mean, you only bring to us, and you can tell that by the color, it is the best of the best. The necklace we're offering here today is $129.98. That's a event price. It will be $154, appraised over $200. And the earrings are also event priced, brand new, at $69.98. 6 flex pays. Be careful with lapis, be careful what you're looking at, and definitely always want to pay attention to the color. Correct.
And what you're looking at too, and you know, and here again, I just came from the Tucson General Mineral show. It's the largest lapidary gem mining show in the world. There's nothing that even compares to it. It's not just one show, just so everybody knows. Okay, I've been going for over 40 years. I've never seen the whole thing. Right, I've never been able to see everything. It's every nook and cranny. It's impossible to do. Actually, it's just overwhelming now how big it is. But that being said, and I told Sarah this. Sarah and I met. She saw me there. We didn't hang out the whole, you know, for a long time, but we were able to hang out one morning together. And we were talking about it. I didn't realize that she had been to the show before.
Oh, okay, yeah, because she did a lot of jewelry in the past. Yeah.
So in her past life, she had actually, so she was kind of hip to some of the things. And, you know, I was telling her, she goes, well, what do you see here? I said, it's not what you see, it's what you don't see. And yet you know, it's what you did see at one time, but now you don't see it all.
Remember years ago, you did a whole footage outside the Tucson event with lapis.
Right. Now,
you're not seeing that today.
I go, right, I'm not gonna tell you where we go, but it's not one of the more safe areas that I go to. And we hand pick our lapis, right? We actually do it. I can't go into the Hindu Kush region of Afghanistan and trade with the tribes people. It's just not possible. But I have somebody who does trade with them, and then not just exclusively for me by any means, but that's his business, is lapis. Over the years, I get less and less and less and less and less. I was just in Dubai and had a couple people meet me there to try to see if we could do more lapis for this year. The problem with this is I cannot make more designs in lapis if I don't have the rough material. And even if you go to Tucson, you're gonna see the lack of lapis. Now, will you see lapis? Of course. Will you see a lot of lapis finished jewelry? Absolutely, you're gonna see that. What you're not gonna see is you're not gonna see the rough material. You're not gonna see it any bulk. Somebody might have 50 kilos or 10 kilos or 1 kilo of the rough material that they're selling to lapidarists, people that want it to either cut cabochons with it to make it into jewelry or something, that's what you're gonna see. You're not gonna see any bulk. I haven't for probably 10 years seen bulk at Tucson. You don't even see those vendors. But I do have the direct, not mining connections, but the people, the consolidators for this. I will tell you right now, if you want this grade of lapis, if you even want lapis in your collection, you want to get it from me. I can't speak to other people. If you've got another lapis source that's real lapis, I'm your guy. I'm your guy. I mean, I would love to have people that have it. I just don't know anybody that has it. What I'm seeing a lot of now, which is an indicator how rare it is the fact I'm seeing a lot of people that are enhancing it. So they're taking denim lapis, let's say, they're doing an enhancement process to it. They're making it into a dark, dark blue. To me, I can tell it right away. It's just real, it's kind of phony looking, it's kind of dull, it doesn't have the sheen, it doesn't have the same feel as the natural color. I can personally tell, but I will say it's darn good. And we did see a lot of that. Now, that being said, that's why I cut everything from the rough. You can't do that. When you're working at the rough, it's the rough, right?
Yeah.
So when you get enhanced, in this case, they cut the design, then they enhance the final, like they would enhance the beads.
Do they have to reveal that it's enhanced, or not necessarily? Because I know that's something we always say, buyer beware, on a lot of things that...
You know, they don't have to do anything. This is TV. We're governed under...
we have to.
We're governed under FCC, even though I would do it
anyway, ethically,
of course. Ethically, I would do it for you, and I would tell you. But this is the natural color. There's been nothing done to this. This was cut from the raw stock. I'm not saying you're never going to get lapis from me, because there's going to be little peterings in for 2020. Guys, if you think that you're just going to see lapis, you're not. It's just not going to happen. This has been going on for a little over almost 5 years, but seriously for 3 years, where when I got things going out the front door, materials going out the front door, and nothing's coming in the back door, it's impossible for it to eventually keep going out the front door. And
Jay does. He tries to forewarn us that every time you see what's happening,
and here again,
you have.
But if you go to Tucson and you go to the largest gem event, gem and rough event in the world, you'll see what I mean. It's just, it used to be, there were huge piles. There would be huge piles years and years ago of lapis, you know, from Afghanistan. They would have the rough stock. Everybody, you could sort and go through the different grades. You don't see that anymore, and you haven't seen it for a very, very long time. I even bypass Tucson. I go directly to the people. Like I said, I can't go to source as far as the people that are actually mining it, but I go to the consolidator. That's only one step down, right? But I go to that source, who usually, to be honest with you, how he does it, he collects it, he sells it to people who sell to people who sell to people who sell in Tucson, right?
Okay.
I'm at the as close to the head of the food chain as you can get on the material. And so I'm really kind of keyed in on what is available, what's not available, and I'm just telling you, you're just not seeing the lapis rough. You just don't. Look at the quality of this, look at the size of this, look at the clarity of this. If you want to add lapis to your collection, this might be something that you might want to highly consider. It will not go down in value. It's only got one direction to go. And you know, when things become limited and you don't see them and they're of quality, and also I will say with our pieces is, and I've already seen it now because we've had so many viewers that are getting older that have made this wonderful journey with me. They're handing it down to their children and their grandchildren. And these are quality pieces. These are things that, not just for you, but these are things really that are of the quality that you can feel proud to hand it down.
Well, our collectors are getting it, and they know, they've taken forewarned your advice from before that it's gonna be less and less. This is brand new today, very, very limited, and we were even able to bring them in as a special event price today. Those earrings are $10 off at $69.98. The necklace is available at $30 off at $129.98. 080-165. Boy, is that hot. That's the only lapis we've had. That's it.
You know what? And I can't, here again, you have to understand, when I wrote this February show, this was almost 8 months ago, guys.
Like almost
I can kind of guess, but I guarantee you that's when I still had material.
Okay.